So again, if I can go back to the National EdTech Plan, there's an image in that of connected teaching. How does teaching change? Teaching becomes connected teaching. It's connected in different ways. It's connected to life, so it's life-wide. It's connected to peers and to professional development, so it's no longer a lonely profession. You're learning from each other and you're reinforced by each other. And the piece that we're least far along on, it's connected to other people who play educational roles in kids' lives outside of schools or outside of campuses, museums, libraries, informal educators, families, community mentors, so that there's a web of connected teaching that goes on. And what we need to recognize is not only is that the train, not only is that the 21st century model that prepares kids for the global workplace, but also the teacher is then modeling what we want students to become. How the teacher does things is more important than what the teacher says. And so if the teacher is connected, we model for kids how to be effectively connected.
Thank you, Chris. Now, this idea of this connected classroom, connected teacher, students connected into the whole is not just concept. It actually is happening every day. And for many of you that are here, and I know your particular schools and districts and the organizations you're working with, you're seeing this happening every day. Well, so are we. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to share some of the evidence that we are collecting from the wireless reach projects to underscore some of Chris's points in terms of how this is actually happening. So we're building from a foundation that already exists to some extent. So some of the things that we're seeing in the wireless reach projects that we're evaluating is this idea of learning-centered classrooms, where actually students and teachers are co-learners in the process. They are developing that pedagogy, that content together, not just consuming content, but developing content and being content producers. We're seeing this change in relationship paradigms, bringing parents into that connected part of the classroom and being as support co-teachers in the learning process. We're also seeing, and this is particularly poignant for us with our work with Onslow County and Project Connect, is that in many ways the devices are existing as a catalyst for changing teacher practice. That the device itself isn't the key aspect, but really what is happening is the building up of educator capacity and that idea of changing that instructional practice, which has much longer reaching and much greater impact, not only on this class, but next year's class and the class going forward. The other thing that we're seeing from all of the different projects is that where many of us talk about mobile learning, mobile devices, even wireless technologies as being a tool for motivating students or engaging students in learning, the students themselves actually talk about it differently. The students actually talk about the value of using these technologies and the change in the instructional day as making them more efficient and effective learners, giving them the opportunity to collaborate more, giving them the opportunity to be able to learn more, to question more, to be more inquiry-based. The students themselves actually shine on a little bit of the engagement stuff and talk more in terms of the business language, in terms of the impact.